Okay.
using any sort of satellite imagery, or may that be a drone imagery, you cannot, it is very difficult to identify. Uh, you can identify, for example, if I have to say that, I don't know, if a certain, and this is actually not the same example, but to give a certain context, you can identify that acha, on this ground there is a building, right?
Hmm.
But what kind of building it is very difficult to say from just from an image. I mean, the way that we sort of say it out loud is that if you yourself are able to distinguish between, let's just say, two things visually, the same can be done by the models. But if, even if for you, if it is quite difficult, then to train a model is also equally difficult, right?
Yeah.
So we had such a problem wherein we had to identify that what kind of feature it is. You have a feature that you know that it is, I don't know, a building, a lake, a road, whatever. So those are
Okay.
the general, I would say,
Categories.
feature.
Hmm.
The categories.
Hmm.
Now the subcategory was something that we had to solve for.
Hmm.
So
Like, is it a school
understand,
building or is it a hospital or is it a commercial?
correct, correct.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But certainly this was not the building, it was a different category altogether. And I think the way that I eventually solved it was by understanding the pattern and understanding the, I would say, location information. And then we worked out as to what kind of subcategory it is.
Hmm.
And it
So
was
was
a
it like a bit
very,
of an educated guess?
it was a bit of educated guess. It was also by looking at ki, acha, what are the industry standards, and
Hmm.
based on those industry standards, what could this be? That was only one good part, that it was not very a random feature. Those features are very distinct, and
Hmm.
certain rules are also associated with it. But to sort of make sense as to what subcategory it is, we had to take a little bit of guesstimate, a little bit of work around, and eventually it did turn out right.
Hmm.
And then we sort of also implemented in our models as well that this is the way that you could actually solve for it. Maybe you don't always need a training data.
Hmm.